Hello. So you're getting your own private coffee chat. I'm not sure that this will ever go up on YouTube. This is really for y'all. First, I want to say hello. I am feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but I'm feeling better. One of the things I wanted to talk today about is creative burnout. Over the past 5 weeks, since I've been sick, I have sort of just been uh, between physical and mental being drained of my energy, my mojo, my everything. It seemed like just nothing was making me happy. I felt empty. It felt a lot of the journaling and the planning kind of felt pointless because I wasn't getting any of the to-dos done. My well was almost dry. I mean, it was almost just empty. For a lot of us, our creative energy comes from like different places, and how you fill your well is different for each individual. It's a bunch of different things that work to make you you creatively. And that burnout, I guess, came from one, pushing myself too hard and not recovering physically from the illness enough. Every time I turned around, I was pushing myself too hard. And another thing was I was taxing myself with these expectations and this need to live up to sort of a standard. And I wasn't quite sure what that standard was, but I knew I wasn't meeting the standard. I wasn't meeting the standard very well at all. And I sort of usually pride myself, there is a hair. I usually pride myself on working smarter, not harder. But you know what? When it comes to Patreon, I haven't really been. I walked into Patreon with some expectations that some of them were unrealistic, some of them were they were really good, but other expectations I wasn't sure. So I kind of did a lot of videos, I did a lot of posts, I did a lot of different things trying to figure out what my thing for Patreon was. And you know what? Over the past few months, I've realized that making videos of you, of yourself doing art is difficult, especially if creating art is how you relax and how you reduce your anxiety and stress. Because trying to figure out a way to film yourself doing what you normally do, curled up on the couch in front of the TV or sitting at your desk, not having to worry about a camera, it's hard to figure out a way to do that. It takes the stress relief out of it and makes it sort of stressful. Well, it took me a while to figure out how to get to a point where I could film the journaling and watch TV and relax and have it not be so stressful. And I have pretty much figured that out. It's making my living room coffee table a mess, but it's always a mess. So I'm not complaining. I made things much harder than they had to be. My expectations were up here, and because of my standard. So during the past 5 weeks, I've realized that I've been way too hard on myself. Um, and I've not worked smarter, I've just worked harder. And I have actually got to a point where I was starting to dread it. Not the journaling and not posting to Patreon, but the whole work part of it, the filming part of it, because I didn't know how to get to a point where I could film what I was doing and it still be relaxing. So I took a step back. Last week, as you know, you didn't really, the video that I put up was YouTube and Patreon. It was public so that people can kind of see what I'm doing. And I did film the bulk of that stuff for y'all. So I thought that might be a good way to kind of get back to a place for me, a happy place with this, as well as get some ideas and have sort of a coffee chat. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I just know that what I'm doing, some of it's working and some of it's not. So I'm going to show you the last couple of days in the journal real quick. Um, in that one you saw Monday, so I put this there. And then this is Tuesdays. I watched Doctor Strange. That was a really good movie. I didn't draw anything. And here's today's. This journal and the A5 Hobonichi are what I'm doing. Now, this is actually very much what at the heart of me will be. There's not going to be any planning in that one. There's probably going to be a little bit of planning in the Hobonichi, the A5. I'm going to start doing things in the Hobonichi for y'all. And then I will also show y'all things that I do in this one. And y'all will see some of the process videos for this one. This one is going to have a lot more text journaling in it. The Hobonichi, I think I'm changing things up. Because I'm putting so much personal text journaling. And here's my dilemma. I want to be able to text journal in my Omni journal about personal. There's not enough room in the Hobonichi. So I think I'm going to do the Hobonichi for public. Starting, like, you know, I have a whole bunch of blank pages in it right now. This is March 1st and 2nd. Third and fourth. Fifth and sixth. Blank for 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 and 12. And then we have blank. So I'm going to start doing the Hobonichi for public, I think, so that I don't have to worry that it's one day. I can do those top 5 to-dos up at the top, and then the rest of it can be the thing, you know, like what I do normally. Like, so see, I still need to color this in. That means a whole lot of change. It's good that I changed the name of Journaling with Burgess to Journaling with Burgess instead of, Omni Journaling with Burgess, or Omni, yeah. Because I don't mind this being on here, because I'm not talking about anything that, you know, this is Mondays. David went to work and now I'm sick again because he didn't go to work Sunday. He took a sick day. I'm so very tired of being sick. The weather is cold, a wet cold, so my neck and shoulders hurt, my head hurts, and my stomach. I'm miserable. So much for my coffee chat, or much of anything else today. It's a good thing we're having leftovers for dinner. I did catch up on all of the journal prompts. That felt good, and I did manage to get most of the kitchen clean, take a shower, and get dressed. I was going to film the coffee chat, but I wasn't able to. I just couldn't manage it to get it done. This flu, which has alternated between the stomach flu and now a cold flu, for every day I have relief from it, a 1 or 2 day break, I end up sick again. And then that was what I wrote. So it's not like it couldn't be shown on social media, but I do want some privacy. I do want some things private, and I want to be able to text journal. Now, I have the morning pages journal, so for the super private stuff, that stuff is probably going to go in there. But I think switching things up will be much better because y'all can see some of the process with this, the flip throughs and stuff. I will do occasional flip throughs on YouTube of this, but it'll be from far enough away where people can't really read it, or I will like do that white out or blur it thing that you can do. I got to figure out how to do the blur thing. So I think I've solved that dilemma, that part of the problem. Being sick, I haven't journaled as much, which has been part of the problem with the anxiety and the depression, which is why you haven't really had as much video, because I haven't journaled as much. It's hard to journal when you feel horrible and you're constantly going to the bathroom to, you know, do number 2 or to throw up. I'm losing weight, but this is not how I wanted to lose weight. I've lost a little bit of weight. Not a whole lot of weight, but a little bit of weight. Mr. Rockstar is pretty much he's not drinking very much coffee. I refuse to give up my coffee because no matter what I eat or drink, I'm going to the bathroom. At least I'm not throwing up anymore. So that's a good thing. So what I wanted to talk to y'all about because now that I've figured out how to film my journaling while I watch TV, like my normal way of journaling, so that it actually relaxes me and I'm spending time with Mr. Rockstar, because, you know, we're right there and we're watching our show, because we usually watch one show a night. That's about all he has time for, because of when he has to go to bed. And sometimes it depends on what's going on. Like, we watch a lot of the shows on Hulu the next day because of when he has to go to bed. He's usually going to bed about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, which is 8 o'clock is when the show comes on. So tonight we will be watching Supernatural at 8 o'clock, and then he will go to bed. As soon as Supernatural is over, he will go to bed. We eat dinner together, and then we're watching, you know, we watch the news, we eat dinner and we watch the news, and then, yeah. So it gives us some time together. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to be doing the Janelle Fish giveaway. And I'm pretty sure it's US only. I paid for the shipping for Janelle. I paid for the whole thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford to do international, because I couldn't afford international shipping. I am really excited about the giveaway. And I'm going to see if Janelle can give me pictures. I need to get with her. I haven't been able to she hasn't emailed me back. But if she can give me pictures, I'm going to be doing a video for Friday, for tomorrow, about a journal video. And I'm going to put the picture in there and do the giveaway at the end of the video or during the middle of the video. I'm not going to label it as a giveaway video. I don't think. I haven't made up my mind. Because I want my actual subscribers to be, I don't want somebody to go to my video and subscribe to me because I'm doing a giveaway video. You know, because the video says giveaway. I don't want a bunch of subscribers that way, because then you don't keep them. Or you might keep a small percentage of them. I am going to be sharing the video on the Janelle Fish Facebook group. But I haven't made up my mind what I really want to do. My goal is to save up enough points or whatever with Janelle so that I can get a custom Janelle Fish. I want, I either want the Snoopy Van Gogh, like the one I painted, or I want, I think I want the, yeah, I wanted something artistic and something very me, and yet fun. You know, I wanted it to be beautiful and fun. So I think I want to get Van Gogh on the outside. Maybe I get Snoopy on the. I haven't made up my mind, because if I get Snoopy on the outside, then it's more like fun. So I'm trying to get something that I haven't made up my mind. But I want to order one for me specifically. I want to get a custom, but I want a notebook cover, not necessarily a traveler's notebook. Yeah, and I want pockets. But yeah, I haven't made up my mind exactly what I want. But that's been my goal, is to share the Janelle Fish love, to share art love, to share creativity, to share love. And I made Patreon a little bit more complicated than I needed to. I was trying to be somebody I'm not, I think. Well, I wasn't trying to be anybody else, well, but I was, if that makes sense. I was comparing myself to a lot of other people, and I know people do that on YouTube and on Patreon. Well, so-and-so's Patreon page does so-and-so, and somebody so-and-so on YouTube, they do so-and-so. One of the things I refuse to change about my YouTube channel is I keep it real. I do edit my videos, but I don't edit out every single and I don't always, I mean, I have messy stuff on my desk. I'm not going to ever keep their stuff down there. It's not ever going to be like a magazine in here, and it's never going to be, my videos are never going to be perfect. Even when I get better at editing videos, I'm still going to be keeping it real. I had to take a hard look at some of the things that were going on, and I learned last year that your attitude makes a big difference. And I was doing really well keeping a positive attitude no matter how many things broke, no matter what went wrong. Um, but having to replace the car battery and having the stomach flu and now a cold and the dinosaur computer acting up and the laptop still not being fixed were all taking a big toll on me. The last straw was when the hospital, when they took our whole state tax. Because the state tax was actually going to be what we were getting my computer stuff with. And then a portion of that was actually going to be going to a bill. So I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to get another computer because I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. And Mr. Rockstar said, no, we're getting you the computer. We may not be able to get you the monitor. We can't get you every single thing you want, but we can get the base. We can talk to Chris and get, the basics and then add to. So that's what we've done. So like I said, when Chris gets back from New York, because he's stranded there right now, and once he gets out of New York and can make the haul and go to Ohio and do what he needs to do and come home, we will be taking all of that stuff to Chris and letting Chris put it all together. I went through my email searching and got the PIN number thingy for CyberLink Director. I think that's what it's called, CyberLink Director. Anyway, the editing software that I have for videos and for my Scrivener, I found those so I can put those. I found my disk for Microsoft Office, which is like I think 2007's Microsoft Office. And since I've been organizing around here and trying to get rid of old papers and things like that, doing little bits and pieces of things that I can do while I'm sitting and it doesn't take a whole lot of work. I found some books that I didn't even know I had, like the book about fairies, the 25th anniversary edition of fairies. What's her name? I like her videos. She's been doing videos about writing. She's so cute. Natalia. She had that book. She's been getting that book from the library. And when I saw that book, I was like, I recognize that book. I was like, I'm gonna have to look for that book. I had that book. I also have a fairies, a journal that is really cool that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. Miss Mamie Brown sent me that, I think. And it's cool. It is so cool. So some of that I'm going to be using for my book, for my novel, because how that fairy journal is set up is going to sort of be how I want the grimoire, the grandmother's grimoire, to be set up. So I think I'm going to get a sketchbook. I'm going to go to Michael's with a coupon and get an inexpensive sketchbook and sort of do a few pages in it as if it were the grandmother's grimoire. And I may end up filling up the whole thing. And then maybe when my book does get published, it can have a, the grimoire as a side note. At least some of the pages, could be in the book. I don't know. Just for illustration. Just thoughts. One of the other things that has hit me is that, like I said, I need to get a bunch of thank you cards to send out to everybody because it's just been absolutely amazing. The Hilma's letter from February's NaNoWriMo and Talisha's card that went in the package for Destination Me thing with my little washi tape samples and stuff like that, the stuff that Jen sent, the stuff that Donna sent. Y'all don't know how absolutely in love with the Daniel Smith watercolors I am that Donna sent me. She said she got the little tubes and she filled them up. I want to get some of those tubes. That's on my birthday wish list. The tubes of all those colors that she sent me, along with a few more, I want Daniel Smith watercolor tubes. I would like to have maybe the basic 12 colors, Yeah. I don't need white. but I would like to have the, you know, the colors that she sent me would be great, and then a few others, like a turquoise kind of color I would like to have. But I'm just amazed. I really, I want to do one more row. So 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 16, 18 colors. 18 colors would do. 19, 20, maybe 20 colors altogether. Yeah, 20 colors. Because one more little thing will fit in here. So 7 times 3, 21. 21 colors. Yeah. Or I could just do 2 more little ones and then do 3 big whole pans. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm in love with these. And I also, I love these. Now, for those of you who have the Prima, I think that's what they're called, they're pretty much the same thing from all the reviews I've watched. Pretty much the same thing. So I don't have the Primas, but they're gorgeous too. I'm still loving the Winsor Newton, the big one that I have, but Daniel Smith watercolors are back to burnout. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm excited about talking to y'all. So, like I said, I'm going to change things up. I need to get a box of thank you cards. So, Mr. Rockstar made the computer happen, and as soon as, like I said, Chris gets home, I'll be getting that done. So, the next big thing on my wish list, is the new camera. I'm going to play around with the camcorder and learn. It's a generic one, and if it works as well as I think it might, but if this one works out really well, I may not need to get another one. But I've been watching reviews of 2 different cameras, the Canon Rebel T6i and the Canon G7X. I've been looking at those 2 as my main camera, as the big wish, which gives me some time, because by the time like next year's tax time rolls around, or Christmas maybe, I'm going to save up any of the affiliate money I make on Amazon now that I've gotten the new headset and I got the tarot coloring book and the Architect tarot cards. Unless I need something little from Amazon, like pens or something, not anything expensive. But I'm going to save any and every bit of Amazon affiliate money I make to go towards the purchase of the camera. That's my goal, is that so that by the end of this year I can get a new camera. The only problem with this camera, and this is actually a good camera, this is the Panasonic Lumix 12X, is that it makes noise. And it's not as clear as my Canon PowerShot, which doesn't have the selfie kind of screen. I'm a big Canon fan. That's all there is to it. My Nikon is broke. The one I originally got for filming craft videos, it's broken. 2 months after I had it, it broke, and it was a refurbished one, so no, it doesn't really have the warranty. But for quiet videos, like where you're drawing or painting, it has that noise, which doesn't really matter if you add music to your video. But like I said, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry, y'all, but it is a coffee chat. Where was I? Where was I? I'm not quite sure. Patreon. So I'm going to change things up to make it better for y'all. I want to know which process videos y'all like the best. I want to know if I were to do any kind of day in the life video, what would you want to see? I don't really go a whole lot of places, y'all. I work from home. Most of what I do resides in this room, in the living room, and in the kitchen. I do take walks, so I could do some more of those walk videos if y'all want, especially once the weather is nicer. I can do some of those, like a walk and chat video if you want. I really want to, once we're feeling better, Mr. Rockstar is going to use the camcorder and film me, and I'm going to use the tripod and the camera and the actual camera to film what I'm drawing. And I want to have an urban sketch date. We're going to go to a park here, and that's really pretty, and we're going to take some pictures, and then you'll see some urban sketching. And then there's a place in town that is really pretty that I want to go have lunch at and do an urban sketch date with Mr. Rockstar, because he can watch, you know, videos on his tablet or record me or talk to some friends or whatever while I'm doing that, or he can go somewhere else and do something. The place that's downtown is right near where some friends of his work at a music shop, so he can, you know, there's a number of different things that he can do. The only problem is he can film some of me doing that, but the rest of it I'll actually have to film with a tripod, so that he can go visit his friends, and you know, we can actually spend some time outside of the house and some time away from work for him and some time away from the house for me. But that's going to have to wait until we're both feeling better, because nobody wants to take an urban sketch date or an outside park date when you have the stomach flu. But I really want to know what kind of videos y'all are more interested in seeing. The plan with me and showing y'all that no problem. I can do a coffee chat once a month with y'all where I kind of do this kind of thing. I want to do another live video soon. I need to set up another live video with Hilma and with Donna. So, but the rest of the videos, like, would y'all like to see some of when I do a prompt from beginning to end? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I kind of need to know more of what y'all want to do as far as that kind of stuff. What y'all want as far as that kind of stuff goes, so I know more what to do. Because my regular journal pages, like the Hobonichi pages and the journal pages, I'm keeping it's over here on the stool. My Omni journal, all the collections and stuff is going in there. Most of the collection stuff is going in there. I will probably eventually get back to that journal. It's not full, and I am going to go back to it. But I needed a change. This being depressed and being sick and stress level and the burnout and all, I needed something new. I needed something different. So I'm going to see, now that I'm starting to feel better, I'm going to draw a few things so I can do some PDFs for y'all. So let me know what you might want as far as PDFs go. I'm thinking about doing another Snoopy PDF, and I'm thinking about doing an Avatar PDF. I can't do all that fancy stuff. I'm learning. One of the reasons I'm a patron of Romany is so that my journaling skills, my drawing skills and stuff like that can get better. I'm also checking into some free watercolor drawing sketching classes. So if anybody knows of any of those free online, free, or YouTube videos that show you, I'm searching. So if you come across some, just share them in the Facebook Patreon group. What else? Spiritual Omni Journal. I've been lax in all of that lately because I haven't felt good. But I'm getting back my mojo, feeling the well. Once things are better on that, I will get back to that, because I have these great ideas. But Camp NaNoWriMo's around the corner, so you're going to see a lot more like writing stuff and the writer bullet journal and stuff like that. So if you're interested in the writer bullet journal and any of those kinds of things, I'll be more than happy to share some of the pictures or whatever on on Patreon. If you're interested, just let me know, because I know some of you are writers and some of you aren't at all. So at least not that way. But if you're interested, let me know. And that's about it, I think. I'm going to wrap this up because now I'm starting to ramble. I forgot my big point. Before I end, you know, one of the things that for all of us who are creative is that when we surround ourselves with other creative people that inspire us and motivate us, it helps. When we reach out to someone when we're having a bad day or our well is getting dry and other people help, they support you, it makes a big difference. It makes a very big difference. My tribe, and all of the various ways that I have a tribe, because I think of y'all and the Destination Me group and the Journal with Burgess group and my YouTube subscribers and the writing community as my tribe. Like it's one real big tribe, and then I have smaller, um, I don't think I could do as much as I do creatively if I wasn't surrounded by so many people who inspire and motivate me. I'm very blessed that I have a husband who supports me. I'm very blessed that I have y'all and I have some family who are supportive as well. So thank you very much. Thank you for sticking through me with this illness. I know it's been a bit crazy the last few weeks. I haven't been doing as much, and I know it's been a bit crazy. So I'm working on getting back to where I need to be. But I really do want to get some feedback. So if you would like pictures, if you have an idea that of what I could do to help, like things that are just for y'all, things that I don't share on Facebook, things that I don't share on YouTube, as far as art goes, I kind of, because this is still new to me, I'm still trying to figure it out. And I went into Patreon knowing I just wanted to share the creative love and art and words. And so yeah, I kind of, like I said, I figured out I'm probably going to switch things around so that the Hobonichi ends up being what I show, maybe, since I can put the to-dos at the top of it and it doesn't really bother me the way that it bothers me in my Omni Journal. And what I may end up doing is just showing some of the pages from the Omni Journal on YouTube and Facebook and the Journal with Burgess group that aren't super private. But I will be doing complete flip throughs for y'all of that, of the new journal, the new journal. But I really have missed text journaling, and I need to text journal. I think that's about it because now I'm getting rambly. But if you have suggestions, please feel free. Please. That's it, y'all. Bye.